Hey, this is Erica from Educating, and this channel is teaching tips, tools, ideas, and resources for new college instructors. In this video, I'm talking about the top 3 reflection questions you must ask yourself at this point in the term, before the term ends, because question 3 will not work well if you're doing it post the semester. So it'll be a pretty quick video with these 3 things to ask yourself and reflection to do. Of course, I have more videos if you want more questions about reflection at this point in the term. I'll link all those below. But we'll get started with the 3 that you really should ask yourself right now. Question 1, what are the essential materials that I had to make sure to keep organized for easy access next term? So you taught your classes this term, and maybe some things went well, and some things were like, okay, but nothing like fantastic. You want to make sure that the ones that went really well or absolutely amazing, you don't lose it, come the fall, and like, what was that assignment? Where did I put that? What folder is that in? No. Right now is the time to go through all your materials and have a little folder in your laptop or wherever the case may be that says, hey, great materials for, English 125 folder, great materials for English 170 folder. And so that way you make sure that come next term, it's right there. You open your laptop, there's a folder that says great materials on it, and it's organized by course. And in that case, it makes it much easier to plan in the next term because you had these activities ready to go that went really well. So right now is the time. Look at all your folders across your emails, in the LMS, wherever it might be, and put it all in one place for easy access in the future. Question 2, what should I never do again in a future class? So again, think about the term. Were there some that weren't they were actually terrible? Like, wow, like this confused students so much. Or like no one engaged with this activity. Or like even I found this activity not working well once it actually went into practice. Which are the ones that you want to make sure you never use again in future classes? So in this case, you don't have to organize them and put them in a folder. I would just say make a page, right? Make a Google Doc, for example, that's in the folder of your files that says, hey, these were activities that didn't go really well. Don't bother doing them again. This one's called this. It's kind of described it in a sentence or two. And then there was this one described in a sentence or two. Maybe you want to say what went wrong. It didn't work well because X, right? This failed because Y. So in that case, like again, when you reach the next term and you're starting planning, hey, let me think of different ideas. Maybe this one will work. And you're like, wait, like that's very similar to this one and that went terribly. Never mind, let's do something else, right? So this kind of reminds me of that plug and play lesson planning design that I talked about a few episodes ago. So I'll link that video below. But the idea here is to ask yourself, what went so poorly you would never want to do it again, and have a list of that so it's easy to remember in the future. Now, the first question was about materials that you created or that you found. I want to make sure to make clear that you also should be considering student work. So question 3, what student work do I want to keep to use as mentor text in the future? So in this case, you want to do this now because you want to ask student permission to use their content in the future. You don't want to have to email them months later and they're like, why is Mr. Romero emailing me? I'm going to ignore that, right? You want to have, hey, I really loved, what you did for project 2. It worked really well for X, Y reason. Obviously, you know this because you got such a high grade on it. Would you be okay with me using it as an exemplar in future courses? I can take out your name if you want, so it's not attached to you. But if you want to have credit, I can keep it in there. Just let me know your thoughts. I would really appreciate it. Now's the time to ask this of yourself. Which student work do you want to keep? So you can ask your students immediately and get their permission or not, right? Obviously, if they say no. So once you have those answers, you can create a folder there as well. So maybe you have, your folder on your desktop that says great materials. And in that you have, English 125. And maybe there's a folder that's great materials, mine, and then great materials, students. And in there you have the sample work that you can use in the future. Okay, now's the time to ask them. Do not wait to do this. Again, I have tons of content on this YouTube channel and on my blog that talks about additional reflection questions or reflection activities that you can do at this point in the term or when it ends. I'll link all those below, but these are the big top 3. So if you found this helpful, click like and let me know, subscribe so you don't miss out on future content, and I'll see you next time with a new video.